Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat and Germany. This is not fun video because it kind of like deals with a very difficult situation of a student who shared it recently with me. So I'm going to put out the details for obvious reasons, but read to you the email and talk about what you should be doing in these kind of situations. The email was written in Hindi, so unfortunately I'm going to put a summary for this towards the end so that people who do not speak Hindi can also understand that. He writes, "Hello bhaiya, greetings of the day. भैया मेरी हेल्प कीजिए, मैंने अभी A1 जर्मन एग्ज़ाम दिया है और A2 का देने वाला हूँ. मुझे कंप्यूटर साइंस से बैचलर्स करनी है. मैंने अभी कोई 13 ईयर स्टडी नहीं की जो कि वहाँ रिक्वायर्ड होती है, लेकिन मैंने JEE मेंस और एडवांस का एग्ज़ाम दिया था 2019 में. मुझे कंसल्टेंसी ने बातों में फंसा लिया और वो 2019 में जुलाई में 3,88,000 रुपये चार्ज कर लिए हैं, लेकिन अब वो गाइड नहीं करते हैं. बात करो तो बस कहते हैं A1 A2 कर लो, पहुंचा देंगे, बट मुझे नहीं लगता है उनको कुछ भी पता है." So the story so far is that this guy, he applied for the A1 exam and then he's going to write the A2 exam soon, and he wants to study computer science bachelor's in Germany. Now he went with a consultant who charged him 388,000 Indian rupees, which is 4,500 euros. So in comparison to that, if you see, our course just costs 10% of that. So we just charge 399 euros and we help students out with everything that they need to, without any kind of nonsense promises whatsoever. Everything is super transparent. But I just feel bad because 4,500 euros for Indian standards, that's a crazy amount of money. That is also even for German standards, that's half of your blocked account money for 1 year. So anyways, this sucks. Let's go further. So वो पैसे मेरे पापा ने अपने खेत बेच के दिए थे. अब मैं 2 साल से घर पे हूँ और मेरी पूरी फैमिली टेंशन में है. So turns out that this money was paid off by selling farmland from this guy's father. So the father sold some land and then afterwards they were able to get this money just to pay off the consultant. And this is insane. I think for this amount of money, I would expect somebody to kind of also teach me German and kind of take me through the student colleague and kind of everything combined, because 4,500 euros is crazy amounts of money. And I know that these things are, so with 399 euros, for example, what we charge for the course, it is still we don't make any profit essentially, because I have to hire people who are able to take care of the students. I have to invest my own time inside the course and everything. So there we are rarely making any kind of profit. But I tell you, with 4,500 euros, they just need to sell one person something like this, and they're pretty much good for 4 or 5 months, especially in India. So just crazy story. And also selling farmland for things like that, I personally really believe that these are very bad ideas. If you know that you're in a financially not so good situation, then making decisions like these, it is not the priority. Going abroad is not the priority. The priority should be that you first take a job, save the money, and then afterwards you're thinking about these things. So of course, you have, when you have your family and stuff and everything is more well off, or maybe you saved money to the side, then you do not need to wait. You do not need to wait that extra 1 year, 2 years whatsoever that you want to work and save money to the side. In those kind of scenarios, you can just come to Germany as soon as your master's is done. Many people think that you cannot apply till your bachelor's is done, but that's a myth. You can already start applying for bachelor's even after your 7th semester ends. So keep this in mind. But work experience and stuff, I do believe it is better when you need to save up some money on the side. Here it says, "Sir, मैं सच में बहुत परेशान हूँ. शायद मैं इंग्लिश में अपने इमोशंस नहीं बता सकता आपको, तो हिंदी में लिख रहा हूँ. अब भैया मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं क्या करूँ. प्लीज़ हेल्प करो. मैं और मेरा परिवार बहुत मुसीबत में है क्योंकि उन्होंने पहले एग्रीमेंट करा लिया था. अब एग्रीमेंट इतना बड़ा कौन पड़ता है, तो अब उनसे रुपए मांग भी नहीं सकते. भैया आप मुझे गाइड करो. जैसे मेरा वीज़ा का अपॉइंटमेंट हो जाएगा, मैं आपकी पूरी फीस पे कर दूंगा भैया, क्योंकि हमारे पापा इस डिसीजन से बहुत ही टूट चुके हैं, तो उन्हें अब किसी पे ट्रस्ट नहीं होता और इतनी अच्छी घर की सिचुएशन भी नहीं है कि एक बार हो जाए तो बच्चा हुआ खेत भी बेच कर आपकी फ़ीस दे देंगे. भैया प्लीज़ हेल्प कर दो. This is a very bad mindset in life. So you shouldn't be at a stage where your family has to be selling like, farmlands for you. And like in these kind of scenarios, I think it is very important that if you see that you're already in some kind of like hole, then it makes sense to try to like, dig yourself out of it. And so the first thing that I can like already tell you, like, the course that we offer, like that is for the students who like want some extra support, who feel like that, yes, like we don't want to make any kind of mistake whatsoever. I also like came like without any kind of like, problems whatsoever to Germany. For bachelors, a lot of the information is also available directly online. So in these kind of scenarios, I would like, instead of like talking about like selling more farmlands and things like that and like paying the fees and all of this stuff, I would think about like doing more research on my own and trying to figure out a way, how do you get the money back from this consultant who is charging what 388,000 Indian rupees. This is unreal amount of money. This is not less, and in those kind of scenarios, I would even hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer would be what, like 10,000, 20,000 Indian rupees, and still the money when you get back, like that is going to cover all of your costs than like just worrying about that I spent the money and I will not be able to get the money back. This is wrong approach. And I can understand this a bit because he must be what, if 2019 he gave the IIT, so he should be like 18 or 19 or something. So I understand that in these kind of like ages that you feel like this, but it has to be handled better. अपना छोटा भाई समझ कर दीजिए, ट्रस्ट कीजिए, आपकी पूरी फीस दे दूंगा. जैसे मैंने बताया है कि मैं बस A1 का एग्ज़ाम दिया है और A2 का एग्ज़ाम देने वाला हूँ और JEE मेंस क्वालिफाई किया तो मुझे आगे एडमिशन मिल सकता है क्या नहीं. About these kind of like, simple information, I would go to DAR India, bachelor's, and I will just type this directly in Google right now. And when you see and you go down, they pretty much like tell you everything. So am I eligible to apply for a bachelor's degree course in Germany? So here they say like after state or CBSE boards, you need to do either Studienkolleg or you need to do a IIT JEE advanced, or you need to do 1 year of bachelor's, and then you're able to apply. So all of these things, I mean, I just do not understand like why like so many people like they do not want to like just take a look at these simple things and just go with it, because like it doesn't really make sense that you're like thinking about paying everybody to like get some kind of information out. Like some of the research can also be done on your own, and this is something that I've also hated. So like sometimes when I get appointments and the guy is like, yeah, can you just like explain to me everything about Germany, and I'm like, dude, like that's such a waste of time, because it would make more sense for me if like you do your own research and then you come up with specific questions that you ask to me. Like then I feel like, okay, my time was also utilized in a better place. But like if you do not do any kind of research, then like it is going to happen over and over again. Like in these kind of scenarios, the one thing I can say is like, okay, coming to Germany, like the process for bachelor's, it is not that wild, right? Like you do your 12th, afterwards you can do your Studienkolleg, afterwards you start your bachelor's, or you do your 12th, you do your first year of bachelor's in India, and then afterwards you start your bachelor's in Germany. Or like you have your IIT JEE advanced that you clear, and then afterwards you can start your bachelor's in Germany. But this mindset has to be changed. There has to be like, more research that should be done on your own. There has to be more responsibility that you have to take on your own. And when you see that you're in a situation like this, and this is something I can tell to everybody else too, if you know that you want to go abroad, but your real life conditions, your life situation right now, it doesn't allow you, or maybe you need to like do a few things, you need to accomplish a few things in order to, let's say, move abroad or something, you have to take care of that. There's no way around it. Like if you think about it, if we didn't have the money to move from place to place, for example, going from Germany to Denmark, then from Denmark to Romania whatsoever, if we didn't have the money, we would first work on getting the money. And once we get the money, then we will like think about these things and not like talk to our parents and say like, yeah, just give us the money for this and this and this thing, and like we will take care of all of the stuff in the future. I don't think it makes sense. Of course, you're young, so these kind of like mistakes can happen, but I can like tell you in the future, and like other students who are thinking about these things, I think if you have to take a look at your family's condition. You have to see if like a loan or something is feasible. But I think like paying fees like this just to like consultants, like I just don't understand it. And then like sometimes people tell us like that our course is expensive. Like it's, I don't know. I mean, it is just like insanity. Yes. So when you're thinking about moving abroad, take a hard look at your life situations, put all the pros and cons, see how much money you have, how much money you can spend, how much money you might have to save, and you might have to work for it. It's nothing wild. Like, it is doable. All of these things are doable, but you need to come up with a plan before you start taking decisions like these. That's pretty much my thought on it. Like, do not force yourself. Like, not every single life situation that you're having right now is going to be suitable for you to like move abroad. So kind of like work on them, try to get them in order, and then you can like move abroad anytime you want. Like, going to Germany, like, it is not such a big thing, because even if you're 30 or something, like, you can still come for masters. I think like with 40 or something, it's a bit older. You can still come for masters. Yes, I mean, that's not a problem because there's no age limit, but it is not bad to come with 30 or something. It is completely fine. If you feel like you have to do some kind of work or something before that, save money, that's also completely fine. But I think like slowly growing up and like taking more responsibility and making more decisions on your own, that is going to give you the confidence of doing better in life. Because otherwise it becomes very easy to keep on falling in traps like these. So that was pretty much it from my side. I hope you all stay safe and do not fall into these traps. If you're still looking forward to enrolling in the complete course for studying in Germany or complete course for finding jobs in Germany, you can find the coupon code in the description below, and it is valid till 11th April. I'll see you there. Bye.